Before we start this video, do like and subscribe to our channel and not miss on any updates.
Dear students, I welcome you all for this small session where we are going to discuss about what are the various changes which have come in the topic economics when it comes to CA Foundation and what has happened to the subject economics over the few years, be it in CA Inter or in Foundation, how it has changed over years, how it has evolved over year is the right word, right? So let us go ahead and discuss some things about economics and let us see in new syllabus how we are going to tackle what are the various strategies that we can take, etc. Right? So the topic name has not changed from previous foundation to this foundation. The name business economics remains the same. But if you look at the previous syllabus, what had happened, there was two different topics, right? In paper 4, there was business economics and there was BCK, that is business and commercial knowledge. Now that BCK part has been completely removed from CA Foundation for your upcoming exams in 2024, which is going to happen only in terms of new syllabus, which means the last attempt of old syllabus is going to be in 2023 and 2024 onwards, it is only going to be new syllabus. We all know that. But particularly with regard to my topic, my subject, I used to take both foundation as well as inter in the previous syllabus for economics. It was called business economics in foundation and it was called as economics for finance, EFF, in interlevel. So let us go ahead and see the genesis of this topic, economics, because if I just look at the previous syllabus and the current syllabus, I won't be doing 100% justice. So what I want to do is I want to go back to CPT time. CPT was the previous foundation examinations. When I was attempting my examination, we used to write CPT. So what was there in CPT with regard to economics and how it changed when the syllabus changed and how again now the syllabus has changed? What exactly has happened to this topic? Let us deep dive and let us find out. So what I've done here is I have got the syllabus of CPT. That was what was there before, right? A long time before. And if you look at CPT at that time, it was for, how many marks? 200 marks. And there was accounts for 60 marks, mercantile law for 40 marks, and there was general economics for 50 marks and quant for 50 marks. Okay. So if you look at the topic in CPT, it was called general economics. And what was there in general economics? Let us have a look, right? So here is where the general economics syllabus starts. And if you look at the syllabus, so the objective of the syllabus is to ensure basic understanding of economic system, economic behavior of individuals and organizations. That was a very generic way of teaching economics. If you would want me to compare it to some academic way of teaching economics, I would compare it to what you would learn in your 11th and 12th. There was nothing much more than that. So let us go and see the contents. There was microeconomics, there was introduction, definition, scope, which is even there today. There was methods of economic study, central problems, that is, various ways of dealing with the central problem of economics, and then theory of demand and supply, law of demand, elasticity of demand, price, income, and cross elasticity. And then there is consumer behavior, and then there is supply, law of supply, production and cost, factors of production, laws of production, variable proportions and returns to scale, return to factor and return to scale, concepts of cost, short-term, long-term, average, marginal, total, fixed, variable. Now, when you look at this, what do you remember? All these things were there previously as well, right? So what was so different about the CPT examination where economics was only coming for 50 marks, right? So you can see that price determination, different markets, these topics were also still there. They were there before, now also they are there in foundation. So there is nothing new that has come, okay, over the past, you can say around 12, 13 years or 14 years or more than that. There was no, much drastic change. Only the marks distribution was different and the syllabus in comparison, okay, was different. So in general economics, what happened? Even after that markets, if you remember in the old syllabus, that is, I'm talking about the syllabus just before 2024, what we are going to write, the current examination, you can see that there is something called as business cycles as well, okay, which has been continued in the new syllabus also. But that business cycle was not there before during CPT time. But what was there? Indian economic development, a topic was there where we used to learn about Indian economy, a profile, nature of Indian economy, role of different sectors, agriculture, industry and services in the development of Indian economy, etc. National income of India, concept of national income, different methods of measuring national income, basic understanding of tax system in India, selecting aspects of Indian economy in terms of population, poverty, unemployment, infrastructure, inflation, budget and fiscal deficit, balance of payment, external debt, and what are the various economic reforms of India, features of economic reforms, liberalization, privatization, globalization, money and banking, meaning and functions of money, commercial banks, their roles, Reserve Bank of India, their role, functions, and monetary policies, etc. Now, if you look at it very carefully, what they have done is in terms of CPT, general economics, the topic was there only for 50 marks. In that 50 marks, the students had to study what and all the parts of microeconomics, which is there even today, as well as macroeconomics part of it from Indian economy. You can see, except for going in detail in terms of fiscal concepts, okay, they have gone in depth in all other concepts, okay, which are there and which were carried further as well, okay. So you can say that CPT times for 50 marks, this was considerably a little bit more of syllabus what was there, okay, in CPT times. Then the syllabus changed, okay, for foundation. So when syllabus changed, what will they usually do? The usual process is, something new, something more relevant to a chartered accountancy career will be added. And if there is anything which is generalistic, that will be removed. So basically, I have given here in the next page, what I have given is the syllabus which came after. That is, they renamed it to business economics and business and commercial knowledge, right? So in that, what was there, right? That also we will have to check. So here what happened, they completely removed the macroeconomics part of it. That is, that Indian economy, money markets, and a lot of other topics that we are seeing in CPT. They removed it and they inserted this syllabus where only microeconomics was involved. That is, we had introduction of business economics, okay, theory of demand and supply, theory of production and cost, price determination in different markets, and business cycles. Only this business cycle topic was new compared to the previous topic. And the major change did not happen in the name of the syllabus, but the approach of the syllabus. Because if you look at previously, what was happening here is this was more of a general in nature. That is, economics has been taught just like how economics will be taught in your 11th and 12th. But that is not the case when the syllabus changed. When the syllabus changed, the name they changed the name to what? Business economics. And when they said business economics, they said we want to teach the students economics in such a way that when they become chartered accountants, they'll be able to consult the businesses easily because they know how the economic concepts will be applied to what their day-to-day working of a business, right? So they will be able to consult them better. So let us prepare students in that segment. That was the whole mindset of the institute when they came up with business economics. But with business economics, they also came up with what? Business and commercial knowledge. Now, business economics, they only kept for 60 marks. And then for 40 marks, they added what? Business and commercial knowledge. There were some criticisms with regard to this particular topic, business and commercial knowledge, because it involved certain memorization requirements. Okay, you will have to remember certain facts about companies and all that. So that was not much appreciated. Although the subject in itself was serving some kind of purpose, because in your interlevel, a subject called as strategic management. So this subject used to be the basis for that subject to build up. Okay, so this is nothing wrong, because if you look at this regulatory bodies about RBI, about NABARD, and some of the things which are written here was there previously also in general economics. If you look at, let me go back and show you, right? So here in general economics, you can see here there is the Reserve Bank of India, its roles and functions, monetary policies, what is that, what does that involve, etc. So there is some kind of overlapping there. So you can say that from general economics, they took let us say 50% or let us say 60% of the syllabus, and they called it business economics in new syllabus, which is currently becoming old, right? So in 2024, we are going to the newest syllabus for which attempts have not been started yet. So what has happened here after that? right? So once BCK was put in, we know that again the syllabus change came, and syllabus was announced, and it took some time to get approved and all that. And now finally we are here where economics has brought, from where, from the inter level to the foundation level. So what happened here, when CPT changed and new syllabus had come, they had only kept business economics for how many marks? 60 marks. Only microeconomics part they included here. So where did they push the macroeconomics? Macroeconomics, they pushed it to inter level. They said you are going to write economics for finance, a new paper in the inter level, okay, as paper 8B. Okay, so microeconomics was only kept in foundation, and then macroeconomics was pushed to inter. Okay, let us start from CPT. CPT, what happened? CPT, there was micro as well as macro. Okay, both introduction, both general. Then they wanted to get specific. So what did they do? They split this, CPT syllabus into two, and they said in foundation you are going to learn microeconomics. In inter you are going to learn macroeconomics. But not only the syllabus which was there in CPT, they added much more things. Okay, in inter it was pretty more advanced topic. Okay, and what happened here, in foundation, economics became a bit easier. Okay, reason for that is syllabus was drastically cut down and marks were increased, because general economics had only 50 marks. Here, only microeconomics as part of business economics had 60 marks, right? So it was, much more easier, lesser syllabus for you to learn for more marks, right? So students, of course, would go for more conceptual clarity and all that. The questions were also more practical oriented when it came to business economics. And then again, there was this drastic change which came recently and for which we are going to prepare. And from 2024 onwards, we are going to be dealing with this syllabus, that is business economics. So what is going to happen in business economics? Let us discuss. Okay. So the objective is not to get a basic understanding. If you look at the, and let me go back. I'll show you here. In CPT, what is the objective? In CPT, the objective was to ensure basic understanding of economic system. Okay. And here, when we talk about the new syllabus, which is going to come in 2024 first attempt, the objective is to develop an understanding of the concepts of theories of economics and try to acquire the ability for addressing the application oriented issues. Now, this is the major difference. Okay. So what did they do to the syllabus here? First, let us look at the syllabus and then we'll discuss about the approach. Okay. Introduction to business economics remains the same. Okay. Basic problems of economy, that was also there before. Theory of demand and supply. Okay, that is also there. When I say this is also there, please understand that it is not exactly like how it is copy pasted from previous one. There are certain topics such as there is something called as demand forecasting, etc., which has not been carried forward. So here what has happened is, although the basic concepts remain the same, some refining they have done in terms of removing some small concepts and adding some more examples or more numericals or more concept based let us say text, right? So they have started adding that. So here this will remain the same. Consumer behavior indifference curve remains the same. Then meaning and determinants of supply, law of supply, anything with related to supply, that is also has been added. Then we have theory of production and cost, which remains the same. Then we have price determination in different types of markets, okay, which also we have, studied before in the old syllabus. Only difference is that there is using of game theory, okay, to study oligopoly. Okay, that is one small new thing which has been added here. And then remaining remains the same. Now, very interestingly, previously, I know that from CPT, when it became business economics and BCK, they had added business cycles. Now, the business cycles, they have continued in the 2024 new syllabus also. Then, interestingly, the inter topics of previous syllabus has seen place in the foundation topic in new syllabus. That is determination of national income and Keynes theory of national income. Then we have public finance, fiscal functions, what is market failure, etc. All these things were there in the inter level. Now that has been pushed toward foundation level. So even fiscal policy that has been continued from the previous syllabus. Money market is also continued from previous syllabus. We'll be learning about previous syllabus inter I'm talking about. Then concept of money demand, money supply, and cryptocurrency. Okay, so these things have been detailed a little more. Okay. Reason for that is in the previous inter syllabus when we learned about economics for finance, when all this cryptocurrency and the trend around it had come, institute had included some like one or two lines or a paragraph max about cryptocurrency, etc. But here what they have done, they have gone a little bit more detailed with regard to cryptocurrency, which is a good move because students need to know and they have to be tested on what is going on in the world. And then there is monetary policy, which is also a good traditional money market topic. Then there is international trade, all these international trade concepts which are directly carried from inter to foundation with a lot of refinement, because there was so much of information which was not required from examination point of view, so much information which was old and which was not relevant to the students. Those things have been removed, and then we have more emphasis on the newer trade theories, etc. Okay, which for which we have very extensive classes. Okay, when I say extensive, it has gone much further from the syllabus and covered all these topics. They're already ready. And trade negotiations, exchange rates, these are the same things what was there in inter has been carried here. And once this is over, we have something which is new. Okay, so this is what most of the people on the internet also has been saying, that okay, we have brought something new this time, that is with regard to Indian economy. Okay, before 1950, because in India there were certain economic theories which were developed, which were of our own, right? So it entangles with how Indian culture and Indian heritage with regard to Arthashastra, right? How it was developed by geniuses like Chanakya, etc. And some introduction with regard to that has been given, and even OECD paper, okay, has been included, and basic knowledge of Indian economy after 1991, because that is when the liberalization, etc., have been taken a lot of importance in Indian economy. And before that, the economic development is not that hail worthy, let us say. So here, what happens is from 1991, they have given brief introductions with regard to the same. So that is the syllabus which we are going to tackle in the new syllabus that is going to come in 2024. Even with the Indian economy, although they say that Indian economy as a topic has been brought naively, if you go back to like the CPT time, right, the old examination, you can see that this Indian economy, etc. See, look at this. I'm going to highlight that. So Indian economy, the nature of Indian economy, etc. How it worked, and economic reform since 1991. All these things, right? So they are not new. Okay, they are not absolutely new. So to put in a very funny way, what institute did is institute took a large cake, cut it into two pieces. Okay, it was one cake before during CPD times, and they said, no, this part of the cake you will learn in foundation, this part of the cake you will learn in inter, and then they changed the syllabus again. Now they said both the pieces of cake again back together. Okay, now we are going to learn this in new syllabus. Okay, that's exactly what has happened over here. So students have to worry about, is it something new? Absolutely new? No. But there are some small changes to the approach. Okay, when I say changes to the approach, what do I mean by it exactly? Now we know that in the old syllabus, the immediate old syllabus, in foundation we had microeconomics, okay, 60 marks, and in inter we had macroeconomics, okay, that was for 40 marks. Okay, so this was totally MCQ, okay, and this was totally written paper, okay, written paper, which means you had to explain, you had to solve the questions, you had to write answers. Now, because they have joined these two syllabuses, of course, with some additions and subtractions, refinement, I would say. Okay, they have done a very good refinement. Now I can say that the new syllabus textbook is very good, and it has the good standards and class. Okay, for students to learn. Now they have put it all together and they have done it 100 marks MCQ. Now it's very good that economics has been asked for 100 marks in the foundation level, because if students look at it from conceptual point of view and try to learn it in application oriented or practical oriented way of learning, they'll be able to score high in this paper. Okay, so full MCQs, that is a great thing which has happened to the students. And another good thing is there is no BCK, right? Which means that you don't have to remember a lot of stuff, the commerce terminologies, etc. Right? They used to confuse a lot of students, but now it's not there. Third thing is there is in-depth concepts, okay, which we have already covered. That is what Indigo Learn is known for, right? So we try to dissect concept into very very easier and rememberable examples by using animation, so you will learn each and everything and that stays in your brain for longer time, right? And we have more refined topics, more objective oriented topics, and we have an excellent course material which is coming for 2024. Now this is like a small introduction for your new syllabus in business economics, what has changed. So we did not only consider the change which just came, we considered what was there during CPD times, and from there, how the syllabus, although it has changed, it has not actually changed. It has been refined. Okay, that's what it was all about. And remember, general economics before, general economics was there for 50 marks only during CPD time. Now, a little bit extra syllabus than that, and completely MCQ, it is there for 100 marks. Okay, so it is going to be an excellent topic for you to score a lot of marks. So I can't be more excited to be there with you for this journey. And I'm sure that the Indigo Learn resources, the MCQs, the forums are going to help you a lot with regard to your preparation. So don't worry, this topic is nothing new. We have already done it, and our course material is already there on the internet. You can go to indigolearn.com and you can get to access that particular course. Please go through that, and we have all in all around 65 to 70 hours of content, which is covering the entire syllabus properly and in a very structured way. So I look forward to meeting you and solving doubts, because we'll be having a lot of doubt solving session before the examinations. And I wish you all the best for your preparation. I will see you again, and it was really fun dissecting these topics for you. Thank you very much. See you next time.